boy as he sat inside a car that got riddled with bullets. That little boy later died. Our Alexis Dominguez has reaction from both sides of this and joins us now live in the studio.
Well, these videos were taken by two men. They film police officer interactions just to hold them accountable. So they just happened to be there filming a trooper during a traffic stop near 52nd Street and Broadway Friday night. But within moments, just feet away, a separate scene begins taking place. And it's what happens there that is now being brought into question. We do first want to warn you that this video is hard to watch.
We don't necessarily like the term auditor. It gives us a bad look, so we're cop watchers.
The interaction between cop watchers and the trooper begins while that trooper is conducting a traffic stop. But just before midnight Friday becomes a chaotic scene as a black sedan is seen in the middle of the roadway.
Hey, we got an accident or a road rage over here, officer. We got something going down over there.
The car horn can barely be heard in the video, but Scott Jacobs says it's what caught his and other witnesses' attention.
We witnessed at least 4 or 5 individuals step out of this vehicle and immediately start to scream and holler for assistance.
Once they make their way there, they find a little boy and his sister inside.
There's a gunshot in the window. We need the car.
But the little boy was struck by a bullet, and people began calling for a trooper to help.
Other people. Hey! Call the ambulance! Call the ambulance! Officer, we have a kid down. Officer, we have a kid down in the back seat.
Darian Barrett included.
They have the medical experience. They're trained for that. I'm not. I am not a medical professional. I have no experience in it at all. One false move to, moving anyone with a gunshot wound to the back of the head is detrimental.
Darren Birch is a former Phoenix police sergeant with 30 years experience.
I was concerned when I first heard it because you're listening to the narration and you don't get a feel for where anybody is.
He watched the video with us and walked us through how law enforcement is trained to react.
When he's actually giving him true information about a shooting, that's when the officer immediately responds. As this guy is talking, you can see the officer, he's radioing the information in. He had every reason to do his due diligence and be concerned and radio things in before he runs blindly into a situation.
He believes the trooper responded in a timely manner.
Based on the time he's actually approached and told that there is a shooting and a child left abandoned, he spends maybe a minute and change getting to the scene.
And the problem with another cop investigating another cop is that they always investigate themselves and they find that they did nothing wrong.
Birch says when someone in law enforcement is notified about someone hurt, legally, they have a duty to respond. DPS tells us they are investigating this incident, but there's no word on the employment status of that trooper involved or any arrests in this case. Reporting in the studio tonight, Alexis Dominguez for Arizona's Family.
Alexis, thank you. We are